Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So after about a month of training, Phoenix has officially finished. I want to show you the different things that I can do with him now. Just kind of a little bit of an update on how he's doing, the different things he knows, and kind of what I expect from a horse after about a month of training. So I really like it that he's just standing still, chilling, obviously not being reactive to this. And I kind of just want to really make sure that the horses that I train are completely bomb-proof when it comes to the stick and string. So I like to be able to just send them in a circle and have a little bit of body control of them. So when I point and say move off this way, obviously he'll do a nice controlled circle with, you know, slacking the lead rope. He's not pulling me around. Those are all important things. If I ask him to change directions, he can change directions. And overall, I'm just looking for control at any moment. So if I ask him to stop, that he stops. If I ask him to back up, that he backs up. You know, anything that I can think of to get kind of a really good handle on him. If I send him here across this way, you know, send him back and forth between me and something. All these things are really important to have good control of the horse. I even want my horses to stop whenever I start desensitizing him. So if I'm on a circle and I start desensitizing him, I want him to just shut down and relax. So that's another little fun thing that you can teach him is whenever you start desensitizing him, you can even use the lead rope to do this, then they will just stop and relax. And at any point I can, I'll just desensitize him even more. Make sure he's nice and chilled with this. And I can even up the level of intensity a little bit. See there, he got a little nervous. You can always make things better, but this is kind of just the general idea that I want to have with him. Good body control. You know, if I ask him to back up from here, you know, he moves away, he's respectful. I don't have to move my feet, he moves his feet. So there's a couple things we're still working on with Phoenix. First of all, his hairstyle is kind of just not really hitting the spot, so we're gonna have to either buzz all of his hair off or do something else because it's just not working for him. He has like 7 hairs up here. So when it comes to riding with Phoenix, he's been really, really good. There's only been the one thing that we initially had, which is him rearing up. If you've seen that video, you already heard me talk about it. But basically, he would rear up whenever I would turn him to the right. And now that's completely disappeared, which is great. I really like a horse that's soft back and forth like this, making sure they can flex nice and easy both sides. And this is really good, and it also reinforces to him that I'm in charge, and whenever I need to emergency stop or something like that, I can do that. The next thing I really like is a horse that turns easily. So with Phoenix, we've been working on where I press with my inside leg and he brings his nose towards my knee, and using the spur a little bit whenever I need to make sure that he has a really nice soft turn and that he also uses his body a bit more, which just helps so much with so many different things. When you have a horse that's hard to turn, it's a bit of a nightmare and it's a bit annoying and it can be dangerous, especially when you're trying to go somewhere and the horse just doesn't want to go there. So having a horse that's easy to turn, I pick up, I pull on the rein, he turns. If I keep picking up, he'll move his hind end over like that. Having the ability to back him up is really important as well. See how he's softening with his pole there? He's getting nice and soft, so that's great. Keep him going here. So just being able to mess with him to the point where I can kind of put his body wherever I want it. There we go. So getting him to move over is a very handy thing to be able to do. You know, obviously moving the horse wherever you want his body to go. You see how he's fighting the bit a little bit? That's something that we need to work on. There we go. That's good. So another thing that I really like with Phoenix is he has a pretty relaxed lope. So whenever you do ask him to lope, it's not too quick or anything. He's pretty slow at that. So being able to control him, being able to ask him to stop will. Horses, like right now as I'm making this video, I'm seeing like 100 things that I can improve, especially since I'm showing it to you. It's reminding me of all the things that I can make better and all the things that I can improve. But obviously this is just kind of to give you an idea of where he's at. He's now safe to ride, he's controllable on the ground, he's respectful on the ground. One of the things that we've worked with Phoenix on is being able to open and close gates. There's different ways to do it, but for me, the most important thing is the horse gets nice and close to the gate. So being able to just squeeze him and ask him to move his body over to the fence like this. Now I'm able to just literally lean down, open the gate, and then we can, you know, back up, move his shoulders across like this, have him go through the gate, and then back him up, move his other side of his body over to the gate like this, and then being able to close that gate. So this is definitely handy, especially if you're on a ranch that has a lot of gates, especially if you have to like open the gate like this that actually swings, because some horses are really scared of that and you got to kind of build them up to it. You can't just you know, immediately do it with them. But there we kind of did it 7 different ways all at once. But being able to just kind of, you know, work with the horse to the point where they're trusting and they let you maneuver them around gates. A lot of times they are a little slow with their hind end. Like right here you can see his hind end, so I'll just put my spur back here and gently remind him that he's supposed to also get parallel with his hind end. So that's perfect, and that's just a quick little demonstration of some of the things that I like to teach horses, especially ranch horses, because they really have to know how to open and close gates, how to work with cows as well, things like that. So I hope this video was fun to see how far along Phoenix has gotten with all of his training. He's come a really long way from knowing almost nothing to now being trained. You can ride him, you can work with him on the ground, and he's nice and safe. Obviously there's lots of things we can still improve on. He's not perfect at anything, but he's definitely learned a lot since the first time I worked with him. So I'm really happy with his progress. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.